Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to spill the tea regarding all things laundry room renovation. I am going to just be walking you guys through my thought process. That seemed to be a common theme that I learned from Instagram, is that people not only wanted to really see the laundry room, but they wanted to hear about like why I did what I did. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Okay, so as many of you know, we closed on our first home in December of 2019, so not quite a year ago, and we started the building process some months prior. So we did build this home, and there were some upgrade options that were available to us, but at best what we could have asked the builder to add to the laundry room would have been some cabinets, and that's not quite what I wanted. I knew I wanted to upgrade the laundry room because it just had one single wire rack in there that was not functional, but I knew that I didn't quite want them to do the upgrade, and that I knew exactly what I wanted. So of course I chose to live in the house for some months, and about 6 months in we were ready to go ahead and do the upgrade, and I kind of knew exactly what I wanted. So I created a sketch, which I will put right here. I'll pop it up on the screen so you guys can see what my original sketch looked like. I knew after being in and out of the laundry room for about 6 months that I wanted some cabinetry above the washer and above the dryer, and I knew that I wanted like a pantry closet type situation. I could have put that in a number of places, but I chose to put it in the middle. Now the reason why the unit looks the way that it looks is because basically when the builders installed the washer and dryer hookups, they put one on the far left of the laundry room for the washer, and then on the opposite end they put the hookups for the dryer, which is all fun and good, but it left like a big gap in the middle. So I could have had the hookups moved, but I felt like that was doing a lot. We would have had to spend more money, so I just decided to build my unit around the washer and the dryer. I actually ended up being able to incorporate a drawer after mapping out and sketching out my pantry and how tall I wanted it to be, which was going to be as tall as the largest cleaning machine that we have, and or as large as our ironing board. Our ironing board didn't necessarily have to go in there. I wanted that space to be for like mops and vacuums and stuff like that, but the ironing board ended up fitting in there. But I wanted that little pantry closet situation to be as large as the tallest cleaning machine. So after I sketched out that, I then learned that I had some more wiggle room. So that's when I decided that I wanted to incorporate a drawer or two. I was gonna do 2 small drawers, but then I realized, why don't I make the drawer as tall as my tallest cleaning product, which happens to be my fabric softener, but I just use that as an example just to gauge, you know, how tall I wanted it to be. But I thought, like, why don't I just make it, you know, like a foot tall, so therefore I can put all of my overflow cleaning products in there, because in the kitchen the cleaning products were kind of taken over. They took up 3 little cabinet situations, so I decided to just do 1 deep drawer so I could put all of my overflow cleaning products in there. And then also, because I had some more wiggle room, I had the option to do another cabinet on top of the pantry, or I could have done away with that, but I decided to go ahead and do it because more storage, and it was only a couple $100s more for that. So after I created my sketch, I then went on thumbtack.com, which is one of the sites that I go to or have gone to for contractors and things like that, not just for house things, but also for like other types of contractors, photographers and stuff like that. And I went on there and I put in what I was looking for. I uploaded my sketch so that the contractor could see what it looked like, and then literally only 1 contractor popped up, and so that is the contractor that I chose to go with. He came out almost immediately and did some measurements, and then we pretty much finalized the plan. I did think of doing a folding table in the middle between the washer and dryer, and then doing like cabinetry and stuff all around it, and that being that. But I really wanted somewhere where I could put all of my large cleaning machines and all of that. So I opted to not do the folding table, because if I want to do a fold out folding table, then, or I knew that I could do that. So we may do that in the future, but as of right now, we fold clothes like wherever we want to fold clothes. I've never actually like folded clothes in a laundry room. I don't know what that life would be like. We don't do that, so it's really not that serious as of right now, but I can add one in the future. So he gave me a quote for all of the things, and the quote was obviously much larger than the original quote. Whenever he saw my design and everything on Thumbtack, he gave me a quote of like $1,200, but he said once he got in here and looked at it, the quote may change a little bit. So I was prepared for it to change a little bit, but I wasn't exactly prepared for it to go up as much as it did. but my maximum that I was gonna pay for any type of laundry room renovation was gonna be $2,000. So I was already head over heels with like $1,200, but it ended up being about $1,800 for the entire unit. I will pop up here our dimensions and whatnot, just if you want to get like an idea of what it might look like, or in case you need to take this to a professional and say, listen, this girl paid this much, so why are you trying to charge me $2,500? I don't know. If you need to do that, I'll pop it up right here so that you can have that information. But I don't really exactly know. Obviously dimensions are going to be different for other people's laundry rooms, but just to give you a general idea of what I paid. We did go ahead and make a deposit. So this is like a single person doing this, so he could not get started until he had, you know, some capital. So we made a deposit of $1,278.57. And of course we paid the rest at a later date, and that was for $26.19. That was after it was complete. So he got started. I will say that it took a very long time for him to get finished. It took like 3 months. I was really patient the whole time because he was working hard. There were a lot of mishaps. He like measured some stuff incorrectly and didn't do this right, and he came to do this and it wasn't fitting properly. So it was a whole bunch of jazz, but it ended up being installed just like 2 weeks ago, maybe. That might be dramatic, just recently. And so I am super excited about it. It has been super functional. While the dude was building the custom unit, which he built by himself, I did go ahead and upgrade the flooring. Eventually we'll probably do more upgrading to the flooring upstairs, but I did go ahead and upgrade the laundry room. So for the floor, we knew that we wanted to upgrade the floor, so we went ahead and did. I will say that we had gotten some samples like from Lowe's and Home Depot and whatnot, and we were kind of just looking at the samples in the interim and just trying to piece it all together to see what was what. But I didn't really want to upgrade the floors really until after the unit was installed, because I wanted to pick the right flooring. But I knew that it would be best if I went ahead and did the upgrade for the flooring first. So in the interim, while he was building, I went to Thumbtack, entered in my information, and then a professional reached out to me. He came out really quickly to do the measurements and whatnot, and then he was actually going to upgrade the laundry room and the bathrooms, but I just decided to just go with the laundry room at that time. And so for him to do the laundry room install for the flooring, it was $248. We had to go out and obviously purchase the supplies. So we went to Home Depot and Lowe's, and we kind of ended up at Lowe's picking out a flooring, and we had to get the flooring, the padding, and a transition so that the flooring could nicely transition from the luxury vinyl to the carpet, which is outside of the laundry room. I went with the luxury vinyl because that's what we have downstairs, and that has been working out just fine. Also, since it was going to be in a place where there could be some water and moisture, I went with a waterproof luxury vinyl. Again, we have a waterproof luxury vinyl downstairs. So altogether we have $1,800 almost for the actual install and the building of the unit, and then we have a little over $500 for the flooring. So it was a pretty pricey install, but it happened over like a 3-month time period. So if you break it down, you know, divided by 3, you know, we kind of just were paying in increments because we had to pay this, and then we paid this deposit, and then we did this and we did that. So, you know, it wasn't that bad in terms of that, but it was a pretty penny for sure. Also, we knew we wanted to potentially paint in there and upgrade the light fixture, but I wanted to wait until flooring and the unit were installed before I went trying to purchase a light fixture, because what if it didn't flow right? Or before I went trying to paint, because what if the color that I chose and painted didn't really go well with the white, you know, install? So I held off on those. Actually, at this point, I don't really care to paint. I may in the future, but right now I don't really care to paint because I'm okay with how it looks. So after it was installed and all of that, I did go ahead and kind of check out the scene and for a couple of days, and then I made a purchase for a light fixture, which I got off of Amazon. I will have that linked, and then we had someone to come and install the light fixture. So the light fixture I think was like $40–50. Again, I'll have it linked, and then I think to have it installed was like $30 as well. He actually had like done some other upgrades and stuff around here for us. That particular contractor, so it was 3 different ones. So he just gave me like a large lump sum amount or whatever, and like once I shake it out, it was about $30 or so to do the light fixture. I think that's everything. If I forgot anything, definitely don't hesitate to leave me questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. I will be sure to respond, but without further ado, let's go ahead and go on a little tour. So starting out, here is a snapshot of the flooring. Again, we had to transition from luxury vinyl to a carpet, so that's why we have that particular transition. The flooring and the transition and the padding and everything else that we needed came from Lowe's. You can see that the transition is like a slightly different shade from the actual flooring, but I think it's just because of how the two meet, but it is a matching transition. So we got the vinyl and the matching transition both from Lowe's. So walking into the laundry room, we have our washer here and our dryer here. Those have been here since we have been here. So the first thing that you see, well, after you turn, is a laundry guide. I got that from At Home stores. And then if you swing around, you see our first cabinet, and I did pick out these pulls. I should have picked out maybe bigger pulls, but I just didn't want it to look super crazy, so I just got these smaller pulls, and I'll link those down below. Inside of here we have just some like cleaning products and such, fabric softeners, we have bleach, some detergents, and then we have some pods. This is just a mixture of pods, and that needs to be on there properly, but it's not. And then I have some soaps, sanitizer, dish soap, some air freshener or linen spray from Abby and Sullivan, and then some Airwick, and that is what's in this cabinet. Also, I just want to share with you guys that we measured this perfectly so that it would come under, and it fits right under there. How wonderful is that? And this is soft close, so that's convenient. And so anyway, it's just perfect. So I just come here. If I want to do a pod, I can just grab it and throw it in. If I want to do like liquid detergent, I can just grab it, put it in. Anyway, all of my stuff is right there. I love it. Next, we have the pantry closet situation. And again, probably could have gone with bigger pulls, but all is well. So I have the ironing board in here, which is only just a little bit taller than my mop. So I have like a spray mop, which I normally use on these floors. And then I have a regular vacuum cleaner. I have a steam mop, and then I have a stick vacuum, and it is actually charging. So he added a strip in here so I could charge all of the things. Currently I just have that, but in the future, he did mount this for me as well. And in the future, or like if we get our robot vacuum up and running, we will bring him in here and he'll charge in here. And then, you know, just in the future, if I want to charge other things, I have the space to do it, or the outlets to do it. Up there is a cabinet. We measured it so that it wouldn't interfere with the light fixture that we chose. And so there's literally nothing up there at all but the paint, and that's the paint for this. So I asked him if he could give me that, of course, in case I need to touch up something. So I don't have to worry about doing paint matches and whatever else. I already have the brand and the paint and a little bit of paint left over. So up there, I'll probably put eventually like things that I don't need frequently, because obviously like I'm not going to be able to reach that. And that's what I was sharing with you guys, that I could have gone without that, but I figured why not, a couple $100 and I can have room to grow. He did add some trim to the top. Moving on to my drawer. So here is my drawer. I decided to put 2 pulls on there instead of 1 big one. In here I have like overflow cleaning products, and then my step stool, and then like shower cleaner tools, and it is a soft close drawer. The laundry room rug is from Hobby Lobby. Over here above the dryer we have my other cabinet, and in here I have some miscellaneous things. I have this little vanity waste can, which I put lint and stuff in there, and then I have my dryer sheets in here. Also I have drying materials like basically more dryer sheets, and then some of these little balls that are supposed to help clothes dry faster and be more energy efficient and whatnot. And again, I just have like miscellaneous products in there, and then I have toilet paper, which we only have 6 rolls left, so maybe I'll be purchasing some in the near future. Spanning around, this picture is from HomeGoods. This wash, dry, fold, repeat. I think I'm actually gonna take back. I gotta go to at home stores today or in the near future because I have to take back some curtain rods. So I think I may be taking that back. It's really not really doing it for me. I just have it up here because I'm trying to see if I like it. I mean, it kind of looks okay, but it also kind of looks weird. So I think I'm gonna take back that for sure. And then this shelf is from HomeGoods. And then I have another picture over here, and this is from HomeGoods as well. Regarding the light fixture, this is the one that we chose, and we then put in daylight bulbs to make it look, you know, really bright in here. I would love if I could add a window in here, maybe in the future. I don't see that happening like anytime soon, but that would be really cool if I could just have like a window in here to let in some natural light, because I'm all about that. But yeah, this is our laundry room. Also, this is our Real Laundry card. I got it off of Amazon. I'll have it linked. I just rolled it out so I could like actually show you guys, you know, the space that we're working with and whatnot. But when it's time to do laundry, we actually just roll this in, which is time to do laundry now, but such is life. We just roll that in, and then that's how it looks. But if I did want to add a folding table, I would probably add it here, and it would just fold up off of the wall, and then we could do laundry. So while this is in here, it could be down, obviously, because this means that we need to do laundry, and then when we're finished, we could just fold it up. We could also like swing that over here. So that's a thought, but again, we're not really big on folding laundry in the laundry room anyway. But in case we do want to incorporate that into our lives, that is probably what we would do. Okay, you guys, so that is it for our laundry room renovation. I really like it. It's super duper functional. I'm just obsessed. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in the comment section, and I will be sure to link everything. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.